Hello, everyone. A very happy morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this session on learning to leverage LinkedIn for success. I'm Dr. Nidhi Mathur, Area Chair Human Resource at IMT Center for Distance Learning. And we are hosting this session for you in terms of how you can build your personal brand online. So we have with us our alumni, Ms. Jamini Goel and Mr. Mohit Rajpal, who will be helping you in creating your brand online. Let me introduce the speakers with you. Ms. Jamini Goel, she is a strategic business expert at Tata Consulting Engineering Limited. Ms. Jamini is a civil engineer from Harcourt Butler Technological University and a postgraduate in management operations. She has more than 17 years of experience. She specializes in the field of government relations, India and international, business development, market research. She has worked with multinational companies like SPML, TUV, SUD South Asia, WSP Consultants. Ms. Jamini is our esteemed alumni and president of IMT CDL Alumni Association. I welcome you, Ms. Jamini. Next, we have Mr. Mohit Rajpal. He's one of the founding members of Eka Care, dedicated to revolutionizing the health tech industry to improve outcomes for both patients and doctors. Eka Care team is known for developing the Arogya Setu app for the country with over 15 plus years of experience. Mohit specializes in startups. As a founding member, he played a pivotal role in building goibibo.com into a thriving internet business that was ultimately led to a significant merger with Make My Trip Group. His expertise spans e-commerce, technology, startup ecosystem, compliance, fundraising, and investor relationship. Mr. Mohit is our esteemed alumni and Vice President of IMT CDL Alumni Association. I welcome you, Mohit, to this session. Now, we all have this question in our mind that do we really need personal or professional branding? So I'm sure your answer is going to be yes. We need our personal or professional branding. And especially in the online domain, we have seen that how LinkedIn has been leveraged. We have heard stories where people have stopped recruiting from Naukri.com or any of such portals, and they are concentrating on LinkedIn. So today we are going to focus on this platform in terms of how you can build your personal or professional branding. Now, we need professional branding to know who I am. Then we also require personal or professional branding because we want that how others are perceiving us. If the perception is correct, your online presence is going to make a difference. You also need to understand that how others see you, and that's a very important thing. To project yourself in the way that you want others to perceive you and to make you visible, identifiable, unique, distinct, differentiated, memorable, and impactful. So, with all these things, a character comes to my mind, which I'm sure all of you have heard about, you have seen. And the next slide is going to show you the character, which I'm sure that all of you are going to quickly recognize because of the distinguished aspects that this character has developed. So, I'm sure all of you are aware of this Heath Ledger's character, the Joker in The Dark Knight, which is a kind of masterclass in disruptive branding. Now, if you will look at the traits that we have mentioned over here, this is distinctive visual identity. You know, he has got this smudged makeup, Then, the Glasgow kind of a smile, green hair, purple attire, all these are, distinguishable. Then unpredictability and surprise. Nobody knew what is going to be his next move. He burned money, he crashed parties, right? He flipped moral codes. So he was quite unpredictable. The character was quite unpredictable. Then he was a compelling storyteller. He had twisted tales, told dark secrets that revealed his psyche. Like, do you know how I got these scars? So, he used to build the stories, the compelling stories. Then, embracing the unconventional, that is, an anarchist with no profit motive, disrupted both criminal and legal systems. Then, he knew who his audience is, understanding the audience, exploit fears, and manipulate the public sentiment. So this was the kind of, he understood his audience and then he knew where exactly to push Gotham's button. Then adaptability. So he molded himself real time. He quickly switched the targets and tactics and tools that was quite unpredictable. So he quickly changed his move as per the situation, as per the requirement. Consistency in chaos. So his philosophy of chaos never wavered. That is, introduce a little anarchy. Don't let the people settle. Introduce a bit of anarchy everywhere. So so your moves cannot be predicted by anyone. Emotional impact. So he created fear, awe, and even strange admiration, which was deeply unsettling for yet unforgettable. Controversial branding, which challenged the societal norms, ethics, and even Batman's moral code. And then the iconic symbolism, which is burning stack of money, the Joker card. All these were the kind of iconic symbolism that this character has portrayed. So all of you will agree that this particular character is a masterclass in or masterpiece in the disruptive branding. Now, I have few questions for you to understand yourself. Okay. Now, the first question is, if you had to describe yourself as a brand in 3 words, what would they be and why? So you think about this, that if you have to describe yourself as a brand, you have seen the characters, you have seen the characteristics of the character just now that I have shown. So now you also have to describe yourself as a brand. Then start thinking about someone you admire, either personally or professionally, and what qualities or attributes does this person, who you would like to incorporate into your own personal brand. What are the qualities of this person whom you wish that you have to incorporate in your personal brand? So let's do a quick poll over here. Write why if you believe your online presence accurately reflect your personal brand. You can write why in the chat. Okay, so yes, great. So quickly write Y or N if Y if you believe your online presence is accurately reflecting your personal brand. Okay, great. So yes, I have few Ys and N's as well. Great. So now imagine yourself 5 years down the line. Okay. How do you want people to perceive you professionally? Right? Now I want my speakers, I invite my speakers, and they would be helping you in, making your perception into reality. They're going to help you understand how can how you can build your brand professionally online over this platform, LinkedIn, and how you can change the perception of the people about yourself the way you want it to be, right? So I invite Mohit and Jamini to take over the session from now.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Nidhi, and very good morning, everyone. I think before we start, I think I just want to stress on a point where Dr. Nidhi stressed that the importance of personal branding, etc. Right. So I'll spend 2 minutes before then Jamini also take over. I think first of all, the importance of personal branding matters, right? Because we are professional and we how it matters. So because as a person, let's say if you have a presence, people would be able to Google your name, they would be able to see the searches and the impressions you get, right? On the other side, you would be known for what you do. So basically, whether you are a creator, you are a journalist, whosoever you are, you would be known for something, right? And if I'm available and if I have a personal brand, then opportunity comes to you directly. So basically, a strong brand image attracts everyone, collaborators, clients, and even recruiters, right? And last but not the least, so basically, you also get some opportunity insurances, right? So basically, your personal brand travels with you, right? And then again, it's not like it does not move it does not move beyond the companies and roles. So basically, it travels always with you. So having the personal brand really matters. Now it's up to you how you maintain that, what information you put it, and I'm sure that your uh, collaborations and your achievements reflects there. So I'm sure that as we move on, the real-time examples and then how it impacts and how it should be, we will cover in next 30 minutes or so. Uh, but we can take it from there. In case anyone has a question or want to add, please feel free to.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mohit. Good morning, everyone, and good day to everyone. And thank you, Dr. Nidhi, for setting that tone of this webinar. So, welcome, everyone. So, myself, Jamini Goel. I am working with one of the Tata company and presenting that IMT CDL Ghaziabad as a alumni president. So, so now today the topic is for importance of the LinkedIn, especially for the business growth and the networking. So LinkedIn is very important tool. It helps actually in so many ways, like it helps you to get professional jobs. Students and job seekers can take advantage of that LinkedIn learning, LinkedIn from LinkedIn. So there are different ways we can utilize this LinkedIn and we are going to cover up actually a few slides. So is it okay? Mohit, would you start sharing this
I'll add.
screen? Right.
Yes, start sharing. So anyone has any question, I think
Yes.
where Dr. Nidhi ended, and we put a bit stress that, okay, not a stress. I think that we wanted to put our point of view that, okay, why personal branding should is important, right? And why one should have it. So let's say if someone has it, what would be the outcome of that, right? So basically an impact. This is what we wanted to be. We wanted to put some points there. In case anyone has some questions, definitely they can write it on the chat. Otherwise, we will move to the topic which is designated for this time, right? How can we leverage LinkedIn for our business and career growth, right? We've created a small presentation which we wanted to give it to the group, and I'm sure that you're gonna take some views and some outcome of this session, right? So shall we, if no one has any questions? All right. So I'll share my screen. 1 minute. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Mohit, it is coming.
So great. Good morning, everyone. Now we're going to start the main topic. How can we leverage LinkedIn for our networking and business growth, and why it's important, right? Because in the era of digital, right, it is important that one should have a digital presence. So the days have gone where people exchange cards. Now the days have gone where we share resumes. I just want to share my example. Like it's been more than 10 years I have ever created my resume, right? So whatever is there, it's available on my LinkedIn. Even if somebody needs it, they can download it, my LinkedIn profile. It has everything, what I do, what I represent, and where all I connected, right? So this is how I treat my LinkedIn, because this is my digital identity on the professional side, where I want to connect with the collaborators, I want to connect with companies, and I want to connect with my peers and industry experts, right? So we'll move on. Before we go further, we should also understand how this community is, where we stand, and why do we say that, okay, the LinkedIn is your career growth companion, right? We should understand that there are close to 900 million plus users globally on LinkedIn. Somebody is journalist, somebody is travel expert, health expert, business development, tech, etc. The good amount of talent is available. So we should understand it is not a 1 million, 2 million, it's a 900 million plus users are on LinkedIn, right? And it's not only uh, uh, from the uh, candidate point of view, but there are recruiters, founders, and decision makers. So basically, you get to connect to the right person. So let's say, in case you want to connect with one person in the company, you can reach out to CEO or MD or anyone specific to the domain you're looking for. You can reach out to them directly. So this is how its openness, right? And not only this, I would say it's like a knowledge hub. So uh, nowadays, when you see posts, you see a lot of relevant content. Sometimes the content is uh, relevant to your work which you do. There are contents, sometimes you get news feeds, right? So nowadays, because I have experience, I think others can share their experience. Like I open LinkedIn pretty frequent. Uh, so I've seen Pahalgam news, was spotted to me very quickly on LinkedIn. So might be I must be following some news LinkedIn page, etc. But that was very quick, right? So I could see not only the content which is appropriate for my profile, but on the other side, I could also get some information. And on the other side, this platform is really great for networking and a business growth. Uh, Really great, because in the last 8 to 10 years, I've seen all the connections are getting met over LinkedIn. The chats are getting met there. You are talking to new people, or in case you're closing any deal, I think in my view, the LinkedIn has been first approach if I'm doing a cold calling, right? Rather than calling someone, it's always good to study someone. So like we say in sales, right? So I believe that everyone is a seller. It's not that only salesperson can do sales, but everyone is seller. Because when we were young, we used to convince our father, we used to convince our mother, still we do sometimes, right? Like, I want to buy this, I want to do this. So basically what you're doing as a person, you're convincing, you're selling something, or you're telling someone that, okay, why it's important. Similar way, when you do that, you should know why I'm reaching to that person, right? You should study a bit. Okay, if I'm discovering, let's say from a business collaboration point of view, let's say if I want to uh, touch base with ABC company because it can impact my business. Who's a relevant person? What he does? There are any mutual connection? How it can impact my company, and what could be the collaboration point? Instead of coming to the straight point, obviously you should say hi, hello, who are you? Try to build some content, but on the other side you should be clear what you want to do, and from his profile what he can perceive from you, or what is the partnership you can fit in there, I think can be good. So knowing a personal brand of the other side is also equally important. Yes, Jamini, you want to add anything?
Yes, Mohit, you said correctly. So, LinkedIn is a good platform. Actually, it is not only connecting with you in India, it connects with you the globally. And it is available actually in the website form, and you can download the application on your mobile as well. So
Yeah.
whenever any recruiter is reaching you, or you can quickly see what kind of job opportunity, what is the profile available with the job recruiters at that point itself. You don't have to wait for actually the recruiter has to share the JD with you on your email ID, and then you have to see about what is the profile. And yes, it is good actually, because sometimes in uh, in March, actually March in ending, and government has declared the budgets for different projects, different ministries. So government of India is also publishing their Government of India is publishing their investment scheme on the website, on this LinkedIn. So from there you can connect, to get the current information, and based on that you can actually pitch to the different governmental bodies. And it is good that you can connect the governmental officials, because today the government officials are having a LinkedIn account, whether it is an IAS officer or IRS officers. And yes, so it's good, and
Yeah.
it helps you actually, because LinkedIn has some courses available. LinkedIn learning courses are trainings are there. So
Yeah.
from their trainings, uh, any individual can learn about the upcoming skills, upcoming opportunities, which is available on the LinkedIn platform.
Yeah.
Yes.
1 minute. I think
Yeah.
something happened on my screen. One
Shall
minute.
I share my screen?
No, no, I'll just share it. On the other
Okay.
side, audience, please, you can keep this session very interactive. If you feel that this information is relevant, please play thumbs up. I think it will motivate us, or it will push us to think more, right? So, uh, so please, I think while we give our best to this session, I think your contribution is equally important on the to stay to keep us motivated, right? So I hope this will help us. ठीक है, moving to next. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So basically, we should also understand what is the impact of LinkedIn on your career and business. So like I said, that if you look at our previous slide, it's a companion growth, right? It's not only that on LinkedIn you can get to the right job, etc. It's beyond, right? It's not only jobs, but the business collaboration. You see the right, finding out right investor, right person, right partner, or even a co-founder. People are reaching or using LinkedIn, right? There has been eras of other companies where you're finding talent. However, nowadays LinkedIn has been strong. So why I'm putting word forward, for me, it works beautifully. Like you can share content, you can write, you can engage with people, you can sometime is like you can follow someone, like what they do, right? So that also you can do. So a couple of insights, like why it is uh, what is the impact of LinkedIn on your career and business. So basically the data says that close to 85% of jobs are filled by via networking. So where the networking happens, LinkedIn is the platform, right? Because you will see all the professional people or collaborators, recruiters, founders, investor, etc. Plus, it has 4x higher visibility of your professional era. So this is how the LinkedIn is, right? Now LinkedIn has other parameters also. You can have uh, I think the basic plan or a pro plan, because pro plan helps you to uh, reach out directly unlimited times, even if somebody has viewed your profile, so you can understand who the person is, and then accordingly you can connect. And not only this, then this is also this builds a social proof of your industry and identity, right? So where you work, what you present is it becomes your identity there. And what I feel that the more you put the right things, the more it influence. So there is a small quote, real influence, you know, are the real results. Basically, the more you put and the more real you put, the better results you will get. So again, this is how we want to build a context, that how your profile should be and how you should move on creating a great profile on LinkedIn, right? Yes, Jamini, anything else from your side?
Yes, Mohit. So what is this actually? It's you said correctly, 85% of job actually are filled via networking. So I got actually the current job through LinkedIn only and through networking only. So it's good actually we should have a good connections with that recruiters as well as that management of the different organizations. And LinkedIn is basically a platform which connects with whether for any industries, whether it's IT, bank, finance, accounts,
Mm.
or infrastructure sector organizations, or power related business organization, banking sector. So it is a platform which gives you a good network. So network is basically a net worth. Somebody has said this thing, which is correct. So uh, keep a eye actually keep a eye on what kind of job you are looking, what kind of skills basically you require to get that job. So that's important thing.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Correct. So, any questions here? Anyone? Uh, do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? Please keep it very engaging. I think we have
Yeah.
got our 1 hour on the weekend, so definitely you want to hear the right things. Or in case you think that it's not making sense, please feel free to be open in this session. Otherwise, we will move ahead. Okay. So, again, like we discussed about networking, right? So basically, uh, one should understand that how the networking can be multiplier, right? And it's very important that if we are connecting with someone, we connect with purpose. And there are a couple of examples we have tried to put in that what one should follow, right? So basically, let's say if I talk about mine, I've spent more than 15 years in travel, right? So basically, I've been into travel domain, managing online business for the travel companies for more than 15 years, right? So it is important that I connect with the industry peers, decision makers, and mentors, because when you are in the industry, you will have your peers, you will have decision makers who influence you, or you want to take opinion from them, and the mentors. Mentors are very important because everyone should have a mentor. Because wherever you reach in your life, you should have mentors whom you can go speak. And how you create mentors? Either you create mentors when you're working with them. This is how you perceive someone, you follow someone, and then you want to be with them, or you would say that okay, he's the right person, or my boss can be your mentor. Depends how you interact with them. On the other side, finding a mentor is also possible on LinkedIn. You can follow someone, you can request someone, you can try to meet them, try to communicate like what you want to do with them, and what is the ask from their side. There is definitely a possibility. And on the other side, while you can do targeting networking, definitely uh, we should always follow. It's not that we have to we have to ask value before delivering, right? I think my suggestion would be, when you are connecting with someone, try to build a rapport, especially when you are doing a cold calling or connecting with a person for the first time. Let's build a rapport, understand what you do, what you want from him. If somebody has done really good in life, please do appreciate. People like it, because or it will give you a courage that okay, at least you can speak to him, try to fix for 30 minutes, whether online, offline. If you're in the same city, try to meet face to face, travel on a coffee shop or his or her office, try to engage, and people like that, right? And uh, the engaging for all these conversations are there are two ways. Either you can reach out to them directly via DM, like you can message them directly, or if you're following a person, you can see what kind of content he writes, where is he replying, etc., so that you also become part of that conversation, so that he remembers you. So this is how the networking happens. So you should be clear, like whether you want to reach out directly or you want to comment to his post. Let's say if he is posting pretty frequently, and every time you go and post, or sorry, comment, then what will happen? He will remember that there is a person keep commenting on my post, right? Or group. So this is how you try to get to that person. So these are the couple of thoughts we could put it, like how can you multiply your networking? And these are the basic four ways we could put it in the on the table. Any
Yes.
questions here? I can't see the messages, but Jamini, in case
Yes,
any
I think there's the one message actually. Kindly share the success case studies of LinkedIn.
of LinkedIn. Okay, take it.
Yes.
We will talk. I think couple of them are covered.
Yeah.
All right.
So, so yes, correct, Mohit. Actually, we should connect with the networking while networking on the LinkedIn. But yes, the commenting on the post should be actually commenting on the post should be relevant. They should not be out of the actually the topic. Comments should be given on the post, because once you give your input on the post, it will actually give you a platform. It will give you a platform that yes, this person is interested to know more about that product or services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, great. So
Right.
this is a very important slide. I think it's not only us. I think the whole audience should spend time it, because content is currency on LinkedIn, and I think we are in a digital era, and where Instagram, basically social media is influence a lot, right? So we should be very clear that what kind of content I write, right? And if I put a right content, it becomes a currency and attract people, right? So couple of things. And again, on the example side, I've put a very on the right hand side, you see Anita Jain. She's a friend of mine, not much follower, but the kind of post she does, the kind of content she adds, it's very relevant. And what she has done, she's been very clear, like how she wants to target her industry connections, right? So you will see the post regarding what she does in travel, how is she connecting with with others, and where she travels. So we will go to her profile also. But when you create a content, you should be clear that you are very open on sharing learnings, insight. However, everything should be authentic, right? Because it's about you, right? You want to share your content, or in case you want to share any content on the recent topic, please ensure that you are very authentic in sharing this. Sometimes you can use posts, polls, or video, because video again, like 2 minutes or a 60 seconds type of a video also matters, right? Try to be consistent. It's not always good to be perfect, because the perfect people does not execute fast. So consistency also play. So I feel that my story is my brand. How I present, how I take it to other people is up to me, right? So again, these are the small mantras one should follow and keep your brand flowing, right? So I'll just open the profile also for all of you. 1 minute.
Meanwhile, there is a question from Shweta Upadhyay. What
Yeah.
if one is not responding to our messages? How we can take this forward?
So so one is that especially this happen when you do a cold message, right? So try to understand. Uh, Similar, you would also get like 5 7 messages every day, right? Or in case you are a big person, the messages would float up, and it's not possible for someone to respond, right? And sometimes you feel that one is you're not able to respond because of busy schedule, and on the other side, could not be relevant for you, right? Uh, Straight away messaging and coming to the value, try to build a connection, like hi, hello, how are you? Try to uh, this is where I started, like how you should study a profile, right? What is this achievements? And I think when you send a message, use those achievement to do ice breaking, so that this is break. On the other side, see if the person is following someone, putting a post or commenting somewhere, try to engage with that conversation. Because similarly, if I know someone, I will respond. If I don't know, how will I respond? So that that person has to bring an attention from me. Again, do not deliver your value immediately. Try to build a connection, try to engage with that person, and then it will flow. That works for me, so I wanted to share. In case, Jamini, you have any example, please feel free to add.
Yes, Mohit, you said correctly. Actually, if the person is a top profile person, he could be busy person. It might be possible he is checking actually his messages once in a while or maybe in once in a day. And if he is getting a multiple messages, then it is possible that he some your messages got actually not in his inbox properly. And there's a way, in fact, you LinkedIn paid option is also available. So if the message is important and you can purchase that LinkedIn paid option also.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So I think I was on this profile, so I didn't want to share any influencer profile. Definitely you would be knowing. So I wanted to share a profile which is very genuine, like 4,500, 4,000 followers. And what she does, she is a founder of digital travel company. So basically what she does, she is a travel media expert, right? And if you see her content, it's very relevant. Like she traveled recently, she wanted to share an experience, like she went to France, etc. Right? If you scroll down again, uh, the post regarding her visit to some tourism trade, and tagging the all relevant people. I'm sure that when these 8 people are tagged, these 8 people will connection will also see what she is doing, right? So again, she's creating a right connections for her domain. And sometimes when you see these pictures relevant to her profile, you try to see what is happening. And similarly, when you are from this field or you have been in this trade, you try to correlate, right? So very relevant content, she does it. And generally what will happen, because there is a authenticity, the brand is put it into the picture, and there is a right content, you will see that this profile gonna grow. This 4,000 followers would move to, let's say, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, or it will keep on growing. So this is, I wanted to share, authenticity also matters. And when you put post, it should be appropriate to to your domain. Or in case if there is any topic, definitely you can do that. I hope I could answer to your question, Shweta. Okay. So we will move to the next slide, uh, which is like how can we optimize our profile, right? Again, here Jamini and myself both will also share an example how we have evaluated. Again, uh, I have tried to put down some examples because this person I've seen reaching to 50,000 connections in just span of 4 or 5 years, right? And he was very consistent, connecting with right people, right peers, very clear what he wants to do, right? And his brand is in front of you, right? So, couple of guidance that yes, the one should have a very clear profile photo and headline. Like it should not be a very jazzy, uh, which doesn't sound professional, right? You should have a clear and a very professional photo with the headline. Uh, Good written summary with your achievements, like what you have done in the past or what are you trying to do, should be done there. And I'm sure if you have some endorsements regarding the projects or any certification you have put in, make sure that it is well in place. So starting from my schooling, from my graduation, from other things I've done it, if there are any achievements in the companies, uh, if I've done any volunteer things, definitely put it into the profile. So the more you put right and clear things, people would be able to correlate like what he does, whether he's the right person for your collaboration or not. And similarly, let's say if somebody is looking for a job, recruiter also try to find these information in your profile, right? Because one having a resume versus LinkedIn is uh, pretty clear. Like it tells what someone has done, and on the side, some endorsements or a recommendation really helps, right? And again, could be one recommendation to me, could be a mutual connection for someone else. They can also try to take feedback, etc., and so on. Right. Jamini, I'll share this LinkedIn profile. I'll share my screen, but in case you want to add anything, please do so. Meanwhile, I'll just,
Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah.
Mohit, there's a question from Mr. Madan Lal Garg. After hi, hello, connection request accepted, after that, how to build or take it further engagement?
So, Mr. Mathur, one is after hi, hello, depends what do you want from that person, right? Let's say, like I said, you should be clear what is the value you want to perceive or give to that person. Could be, there are two things. You should be clear that why are you reaching out to that person. Let's say if you want only a great profile should be part of your network, just send a request and mention that yes, thank you for accepting my invitation. Would love to be part of your network in case you do not have any direct message for them. Or when you are clear that what you want to get from that person, I think first of all try to build a rapport. Right? Hi, hello is a greetings, but like I said, study his profile, what he has done, try to appreciate, see, try to bring that conversation when you are uh, you know
Yes,
giving
right,
some,
right,
yes,
Mohit. So purpose of the connection should be clear.
that's
That
right.
what do you want to achieve on that connecting with that person, whether you would like to get a job opportunity for that person. So obviously, hi, hello. After saying hi, hello, then you will ask about what is the job profile which is available, where he can fit in.
Mm,
And then next stage could be actually sharing your resume, asking about the details of the current opportunities. And if it is about the business related hi hello connections, so after hi hello connection, then you can share about your profile. What is the profile actually? What is actually that services or you can provide to that business connection? So it is the step by step actually that process,
correct.
right? Yeah.
So I hope it's clear, Mr. Mathur. Depends. Like she pointed out rightly, if it's for a job, after hi hello, you can be very clear like what you have done and why you're reaching out to her, either to the straightaway CEO or HR, etc. But on the collaboration point of view, where you want to connect with person, I think try to build some rapport when you try to get someone from someone. So I was talking about this profile, like 50,000 followers has been built. Uh, I have seen myself in like 4 5 years, which is good. The content is pretty clear that yes, he want to be an HR expert, connect with relevant people, do some post and engage people with some insights, etc. And if you look at the profile, look at the uh, content, it's very relevant that he's very clear. He's the HR domain. He wants to connect with all HR people. And again, say the knowledge and the content he wants to give back to the community. So he keeps sharing. Like you will see uh, his uh, his posts are coming very frequently, like twice or thrice in a week, right? So this is how he has built his profile with the right information, what he does, what he's trying to do. Uh, I'm a young Pi HR leader. That is also this also that's all add authenticity and trust if someone is looking at, right? Well, I know that person, but on the other side, it's a trust. So similar way, while I'll also show you my profile because we're talking about how to create. So I've tried to add what I could do, right? Like in which companies I work for, what is the qualification, and again about me, what I've done in the past, and what has been the journey for me, etc. And then some achievements. It could be either on a media or not. If there is anything in media, definitely you could add it, right? Where I work, where I have other things as a individual, whether it's on a permanent full-time capacity or not, I can add it, right? And this is the whole profile I've tried to build myself, right? And yes, like I said, that endorsements also matters. If there are any recommendation you have received, that will also be fulfilled, right? So any questions or shall we move? Jamini, want to add anything here?
Yeah, so you have shown very impressive profile, 50,000 followers, and then you had a very good actually followers, 13, 14,000 followers. So it is not built actually on one day, it is a step-by-step success. So small content actually can be added. The profile with the work actually, if anyone is doing, then he has to put on that LinkedIn profile. It is good actually that visibility will be there. Visibility gives actually that platform that increase the followers. If anyone is attending any seminar, any conferences, or so after attending, or maybe after before attending, he can put actually that this information on the LinkedIn that yes, this is the thing actually I have done, and maybe any certification or any course someone is doing from the LinkedIn or from other website or other different platforms or institutes or academia. He can put actually that certificate. Yes, I have completed this course and I have learned from that course. He can put actually on that LinkedIn.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So moving on to the next, the real life impact. I think somebody was talking, and definitely I want to correlate. So, in my current capacity at ECA, right, since I manage the revenue, so the whole sales and revenue part comes under me, right? So, uh, all big clients. So basically, for us, the big clients, either a clinic, hospital, etc. I think we have approached those people through LinkedIn, right? Uh, so what I follow, instead of straight away coming to the point, it's better to build do some ice breaking, then mention what you have done and how are you impacting the ecosystem. And rather than straight away jumping to the point like why or you want to sell something, it's better to showcase your product that I need you 30 minutes, etc. And basis on that, you can reach to the end goal. While it's a time consuming, it does not happen in a day or a week. Sometimes it takes 15 days, 30 days, 40 days, depends for what purpose you're reaching out. So again, the sales profession landed with three big clients. It happened for me through LinkedIn. Again, on a tech side is there. On the third one, if you see, I've myself seen in my previous stint as a co-founder in My Taxi India, the whole hiring of 50 people was, 50 people were done through LinkedIn by reaching out to the relevant people directly. Even uh, closing a positions like chief technology offer was also closed through LinkedIn. Definitely. What happens, especially in startups, if you know someone, it's good, but attracting a real or a stranger, he joins or trust in your idea could be a different strategy, right? While you reach out to them, but you have to make them trust and make them trust that why the startup would work, etc. And when what they do, they also evaluate whether you would be able to create an impact or not as a founder. While the position was closed, because the person could also correlate that okay, the person who is reaching out to me would do something or try to create an impact in the ecosystem which will help, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have been ready to leave his fancy job, etc. So for me, these are the real life example, like all hiring, the deals, even connecting with relevant stakeholders, decision makers happens through LinkedIn. And these are the real studies I'm talking about. If somebody wants to reach out personally, definitely to due respect on the confidential front, can try to share some of them. Or in Jamini, in case you have any real-time example on the uh, government side, please do share.
Yes, Mohit, actually, so I am actually, my profile is to handle the government relations. So time to time, Government of India, when they are actually publishing their investments, think, yes, they are going to invest in this much of a scheme, whether it's a semiconductor or the nuclear or the power plant. So they are actually floating this information on the different websites. So LinkedIn is one of them. So I interact, actually, I got the information from the LinkedIn. And recently we got to know something about that nuclear things. So
Yeah.
that's a good, actually, the platform, the real time information is available, and it's very quick time without actually wasting of the time. The Government of India publishing on different websites. So it's a good thing.
No, great. So I think we have progressive a lot, right? We understood the community, the size of the community, how it's impacting our career and business, what we should do, why we should have digital profile and LinkedIn profile, and if we have, how we should create it. On the other side, now the time for some execution, like what we should do, right? To get engaged, what do we do, right? So our action plan starts now, right? So I try to, put it in the week plan, like how we should do. So some try to put some weekly content, right, relevant to your domain which you are in, or otherwise some ongoing topics. You can do that. Start with some valuable post or a week so that you can engage with people, or you are getting engaged with others, right? See if there are any relevant posts, try to go comment there, but make sure that your comments are really valuable or to the point, and try to make 2 connections or a 5 connection weekly. Depends how is your work schedule, but try to do that. This all strategy will help you creating your base up. On the other side, you would be in a limelight, and then I'm sure that as you go, some people will learn from you, and sometime you will learn from others. So in my view, your next opportunity is on LinkedIn. So depends how you show up, right? Uh, you want to put a very relevant content or not to put, only want to connect, it's up to you. I think uh, our thought was that how do we explain in our language, like how it can help you, because most of you either are working professionals or students, because it's a alumni community, right? So these are the examples we wanted to share. And if you can do so, definitely you will see your digital brand is moving.
Yes, rightly said, Mohit. Actually, the connection request is the most important thing, and how would you like to actually connect with anyone, whether it's about the career opportunities or the business opportunities. And yes, the consistency is very important. Like, how would you like to connect? How would you actually, how many posts you would like to post in a day? Should not be like that. You are posting. Some information, if you are getting some information from the website or the news or the media, and you are immediately posting on the LinkedIn, it should not be happen. Your content should be actually correct, but the consistency is also important,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So great. Thank you. And last but not the least, your network is your network, right? So because we all are professional, how big is your network, and how it can be a worth for you? Because if you can reach out to those network and take outcome, is a net worth for you. And a very small quote by Porter Gale. So basically, he says that, okay, it's not about you. Basically, it's about who knows you. So basically, what actions you put it into the table, how you take your digital profile to the market, I'm sure people will know you. So LinkedIn is a very strong community. I would request all of you, if you're not on LinkedIn, definitely you should be on LinkedIn. If you're not very active, you should be on LinkedIn. I think all relevant and right connections, either through either other investors, either if somebody is trying to follow you or trying to give you a job, or some business commitments, 80 to 85% happening on LinkedIn. So please do use it very appropriately. And I'm sure that me and Jamini would have tried our best to put the content in a way which can be very consumable in a easy manner. Rest happy for the feedback and open for Q&A. And over to you, Dr. Nidhi, Dr. Ashok, and Preeti ma'am. So it's open to you. Thank you.
We
Thank
have
you,
few
Mohit.
questions. So, sorry.
Uh, Thank you,
Uh,
Mohit. Thank you very much. Nidhi, I'll take it from here, right?
okay. Okay, sir.
Uh, like the session was really engaging, and we had very good insights. Just to add a few things into this, like everybody, all of us have seen across, when we started a session, we started talking about personal branding, right?
Yeah.
Like very first thing is like we need to understand that the personal brand plays a very important role. LinkedIn is a tool. The more stronger you are as a brand, the more effective you would be able to use that particular tool. The effectivity will depend upon your clarity of thought, what exactly you want to extract from that particular tool. Like LinkedIn is one of them. Just to like give the slight context to what I'm trying to put across and trying to give a more insights regarding the question that have been put across on the chat itself. Like very first thing is we need to really understand, that what a brand is. When I'm saying what a brand is, so your brand is what other people say about you when you are not in the room. This is something that I feel across is something in which we are not really clear about it. We spend a lot of effort, we put in a lot of effort really to getting across understanding the tool. But somewhere down the line, we actually are not able to create or identify what as a brand people should think about me. Once people are able to know that this is a person known for so and so thing, it would be very easy for any person to connect with you and he would be able to give you the right responses. Right. Lot many times we have seen across the problem coming in where a person says, or rather we give a comment, I'm not getting across any reply from the another person. Like that question was there on the chat itself. Now, one thing is what reply I am giving to that particular person is important. And second thing is what response I am expecting is in my reply. I am giving or setting the context of that sort of a communication. मुझे किसी पर्सन से रिस्पॉन्स क्या चाहिए, मैं अपने कंटेंट के अंदर अपने कमेंट के अंदर क्या वो लिख पा रहा हूं कि नहीं लिख पा रहा हूं, है ना. In advertising and branding language we always talk about call to action, है ना. हम एक पोस्ट बनाते हैं, हम कोई चीज बनाते हैं, we always look forward for there has to be a call to action. So is that call to action available in that particular thing? If that call to action is not available, in that case, we would not be able to really get across our message or हमें desirable response नहीं मिलेगा. है ना? This is first thing that we need to understand. So first of all, as a brand, what I want to showcase myself, that need to be very clear with me. कि मैं expect क्या कर रहा हूँ, मेरे पास आना क्या चाहिए इसके अंदर, है ना? I would not be going into nitty-gritties of what a branding is and what the things are. But we also need to showcase if I'm looking forward for a career and I want to explore LinkedIn for it, that means now I need to have my objective very clear. So I need to develop my LinkedIn profile so that when a person sees through it, he is able to understand that this is a person who is looking forward for certain opportunities at one point of time. And second thing is, this is the value that he would be able to bring on board. So these are two things which are required. Your intent to work, it needs to be highlighted. And second thing is what value you would be bringing on the job. Yeah. So your brand really need to be revolving around these two things. अब उसको कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, lot many things goes into that. So there can be a personalized your branding plan, a personalized your action plan. At any of a common like a platform like this, what we can have, we can give you or share with you a generic plan. Like these are certain steps that needs to be done. But in order to get into more detailed thing, you need to have a personal mentoring session like the Mohit has just pointed it out. That means there has to be a mentor who can really help you, guide you in understanding where exactly the things are working for you, where exactly the things might not be working for you. तो उसमें कहीं ना कहीं पे कुछ gap आ रहा होगा. That gap needs to be identified and that gap needs to be seen. एक बहुत small exercise that you can do really, that is going to help you across is, like, first of all, try to identify or give certain traits to your own self, like who you are. Second, what you are offering. मैं क्या हूं, what I can get the things on board. Third is, what are the promises, what are the benefits? And then, what is your positioning? And then further going ahead, how I'm going to communicate that to the audiences. कोई बहुत difficult नहीं है. It is just simple thing. Who you are, that means what I am, what I intend to offer, what my offering is, what are the benefits that a person would be able to get across while interacting with me, what is going to be my positioning, and who I need to know. Who are my audiences? मैं किससे communicate कर रहा हूँ, कैसे communicate कर रहा हूँ. If at least I'm able to get across these basic things, most of the things are going to be resolved. ठीक है, जितनी क्लैरिटी मेरे को अपने आप के अंदर मिलेगी, द मोर क्लैरिटी आई एम हैविंग अबाउट माई सेल्फ, I would be in a better way, in a better position to really cater to the requirements of the other audiences. You know, again, most of the times the people put across that मैसेज का अगेन वो था कि रिस्पॉन्स नहीं मिल रहा है ना. तो रिस्पॉन्स नहीं मिलने की वजह बहुत हो सकती हैं. वी नीड टू डू दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ अ स्वॉट एनालिसिस फॉर आवर ओन सेल्फ. जितना ज्यादा हम अपना स्वॉट कर लेंगे, जितना ज्यादा हम अपने आप को पहचान लेंगे, उतना ही हमारा जो है पर्सनल ब्रांड हमारा इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा ना. Lot many times we have been seeing across, there's a lot of AI things happening around. So I urge you all to please use those AI tools. काफी इफेक्टिव रहेंगे आपकी कम्युनिकेशन को, नेटवर्क को बनाने के लिए और आपके मैसेजेस को रिफाइन करने के लिए. Just a small tool that I would like to share here with you. If you, I'm putting the link on the chat. ChatZ AI LinkedIn Assistant. This is a free tool which is available. You can click on it. उसके बाद में इसमें क्रोम के अंदर आपके एक एक्सटेंशन इंस्टॉल हो जाएगा. That extension is going to help you write the content for your comments. Clear? So you can use it. This is going to help you in being more effective. But whenever you're using any AI tool, a word of caution is always there. It needs to be followed. है ना? क्योंकि AI का आउटपुट जो आएगा उसकी अपनी लर्निंग हैबिट्स के ऊपर आएगा. आपकी लर्निंग हैबिट्स, आपका एक्सपीरियंस, आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशंस माइट बी डिफरेंट. You can use the various AI tools to get across the comments. But पोस्ट करने से पहले जरूर एक बार ध्यान से देख ले, पढ़ ले, उसके मतलब को समझ ले, then only post it. Okay, na? So you can use this tool, very easy to install and wonderful tool. है ना? और in fact AI अपने आप उनके पास में बहुत सारे tools हैं. Definitely, if Mohit would like to add something into this further, है ना? So I think it would give you more insights. Mohit, you are on mute.
Oh, sorry. So I think rightly said, sir. I think there are many tools available, right? I will share a couple of other tools as well. Like, one is to check your LinkedIn profile, like how effective is this, or what you should do, what is weak in it. So basically, plenty of AI tools are available, and again, digital plus AI era, I would say, because and it's very interesting also because if you want to learn, there are plenty of courses available to learn AI, but I'm sure that in your free time, you should learn and try to adapt in your day-to-day life. It's very important. And I've also always believe अगर flow के साथ नहीं चलोगे तो वैसे ही miss हो जाएगा. When everyone is talking about AI, you have to learn and you have to implement. And it really helps. Like I also use AI in my day-to-day life. Uh, don't follow blindly, but take guidance and then put your mind. It will come out really well, really well. The link I've shared, I think it check the whole profile of yours on LinkedIn and tells you, these are things are missing so that you can make the changes and create a really good profile.
True, absolutely true. like I'm seeing on the chat, like there are going to be certain queries. Okay, na? Like if you are trying to hunt job, है ना?
Hmm.
So does it really helps? Yes, it really helps actually. है ना? But the success might vary from person to person. And again, whether you are able to rightly communicate what exactly you want to, what you are bringing on board. है ना? देखिए हायरिंग कहीं पर भी होती है, अगर आपका फ्रेंड या कोलीग बीच में होता है, क्या एक रिकमेंडेशन आ जाती है। एक रिकमेंडेशन के साथ में जिसके साथ आप जिस कंपनी के अंदर जा रहे हैं वहां पे एक ट्रस्ट फैक्टर बिल्डअप हो जाता है। So
Hmm.
if through the LinkedIn you are able to create that sort of a trust factor in your profile, है ना, then definitely it's going to help you across. If like as a run of the mill, we are just trying to put across, हम कुछ like कर रहे हैं या comment congratulations का दे दिया या मतलब some generic things we are putting across. So while a person reads through it, understand कि ये generic चीज है, इसके अंदर कुछ individual innovativeness, कुछ creativity नहीं आ रही है उसके अंदर, then he would not be interested in taking or discussing the things with you.
Yeah.
One thing we all need to understand on LinkedIn, people are having hundreds and thousands of connection. This is very first thing. उतने सब कनेक्शन के साथ में हर कोई इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर सकता, क्या ना? Like so anything or any communication which is coming at the top of my mind, I would be able to communicate only with that specific person. ना उस वक्त मेरे टॉप ऑफ द माइंड क्या चल रहा है, दिस आई डोंट नो, है ना? तो जिसके साथ मैं कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, आई रियली नीड टू सी टू इट व्हाट आर द सर्टेन थिंग दैट पर्सन इज लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर, और उसी टॉपिक के अगर मैं जाके डिस्कशन कर रहा हूं तो देन ही माइट बी इंटरेस्टेड इन स्टार्टिंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ कन्वर्सेशन।
Correct.
I hope you are understanding. ठीक है ना? There's one topic that person is looking forward for. मैं discussion किसी और बात के ऊपर कर रहा हूँ वहां पे, और उसके बाद मैं expect कर रहा हूँ कि मेरा उसके साथ में communication channel establish हो जाए. So the basic foundation of communication is actually breaking down here. है ना? तो कॉन्टेक्स्ट जब तक हमारा कॉमन सेटअप नहीं होगा तब तक वो कनेक्टिविटी, कनेक्शन और रिस्पॉन्सेस नहीं आ पाते हैं, है ना?
Correct.
So, like that has to be really think of, and we need to really put in the effort in trying to identify and understand. There's another query regarding if I recently someone started a small homestay business in Kurg or any other place offering 4 deluxe cliff view rooms with additional amenities. तो हमने तो marketing कर ही दी है आपकी कुर्ग भाई, किसी को जाना हो तो there is one of our dear friend who's having a property there. And so please consider that property whenever you're going there. So I'm considering creating a separate LinkedIn profile to market at the business and track more customers. बिल्कुल LinkedIn के अंदर business pages हैं. You can have that business page. And nowadays the LinkedIn is having also a premium business page proposition also. So you can have that premium business page also, which is going to be there. And then based on that, like you can start working across or devise your marketing strategy. Now, again, please understand your marketing strategy needs to be more holistic. It
Hmm.
cannot be only having one single tool that is LinkedIn. So there has to be Instagram also. There has to be other tools also which are going to be part of it. और उसके अंदर LinkedIn जो है वो आपका एक important role play करेगा. And definitely we all understand Google is the bigger giant which is there. So anything if you are going or doing digitally, the Google cannot be ignored.
Yeah.
है ना? अब उसको यूज कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, there are lot many things which goes into it, but definitely like there can be awareness which can be built, and there can be those sort of the tractions which can be built across. Now, definitely, like Mohit has got more experience in developing the businesses online more than I am having. Yeah, so, like, you can definitely connect with him later on also, so that he can give you some sort of a suggestion that how he can be those strategies can be built up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, correct. 100%.
So,
All right.
so I think we have answered all the queries, and I'm pretty sure like there would be some sort of an understanding which has been developed and gained through this session. Okay, na? So what I can say, like, this is the first of this series.
Yeah,
We'll try to get across some more sessions like this, so that you are able to understand and develop across some sort of the nitty-gritties of the personal branding. Yeah.
yeah,
Jamini and Mohit, they both are the president and vice president of our alumni association, and they have been relentlessly working for the benefit of all our alumni, and trying to getting all of them together and trying to build value across for them. You know. So thank you to very much to both of you, so
thank you,
that
thank
you are able to get across some time to interact with the alumni and the student. हमारे पास पूरा mixed crowd है इस वक्त जो है ना, so that they are able to really have some sort of understanding from the experiences that you people are having.
correct.
Thank you, Dr. Ashok and Dr. Nidhi, and the audience as well, because they have listened us patiently. I truly appreciate your time and understanding. Thank you.
Great, thank you everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And
Thank
pleasure.
you. So we are signing up
Sure.
with this.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
thank you.